Sheesh, I think this is episode 9. It's crazy.
Dang, that's how it goes?
Yeah, I really do think this is episode 9. We've been...
Sheesh. Like, you've been getting to it.
Man, I'm not trying to miss a week. Just like how you don't miss no Mondays.
Never, ever miss a Monday. Y'all know the rule.
Facts.
It's my camera right?
Yeah.
Never
miss a Monday.
Hey. I'm telling you.
But as y'all can see, conversation already started flowing a little bit. We kind of got carried away for the pod started. But yeah, I got a phenomenal guest.
Sheesh.
This DJ Phenom in the building. Come on now.
Come on. Please call me Sid.
Yeah, but
I don't even, bro, it what's crazy is, like, it's a demographic of people who don't even know that's my name. Like,
at all?
Sid's, yeah. Because, like, if you didn't know me before the pandemic, or, like, before I came back around in, like, 2022.
Hey, that going away being mysterious is crazy. No day without a mask.
Like, yeah, if you know about the days in the mask, like, nah, that was wild. I can't lie.
That's actually I know it probably wasn't a marketing tactic. I don't know if it was.
Marketing tactic.
It was? All right, but that was a great marketing tactic.
I'm telling you, like,
it was great marketing.
And, like, people used to always ask me all the time, like, bro, why the mask? Like, why you in a mask? This and that. Why don't you take the mask off? And I used to play like, yeah, the mysterious, whatever, this, that, and the third, but
just chill.
But realistically, it was a great marketing tactic. Like I was having a conversation with like somebody who's like my big brother at one point in time, and he was talking about, you need a thing, like DJing is cool, yeah, like DJing is cool and you're charismatic and you have energy, you dance and this, that, and the third, but you need a thing. Like I used to always think to myself, like, what's a thing I could have? And one day, I put on the mask, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I can get used to this.
No, I like that. That was a great vibes too around that time, because that was a good little peak too. You was doing a lot, but you was also still being low key with it. But you was working, just like now. You still working, but now you moving all over the place.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I really want to ask, how'd you get into DJing? Like, what was your passion? Like, what jump started that?
DJing, I mean, for me, I've always had like a love for music. I've always been energetic. I've always been a dancer, dancing eye. You hear me? Yeah. But I think what really sparked like my DJ career was, I remember like I was like a hype man, like I was the guy always in the middle of the circle, and X, Y, and Z at all the parties when we were young, like teenage years, 2014, 2015, 16, 7, like I was out and about. That was what I was known for, right? But I went through this little time period where, put this away. I went through this little time period where I didn't want to be outside, like for real. Like I didn't want to be in the party scene. I didn't want to go out.
Yeah, you got a little exhausted.
Yeah, I mean, well, to be honest, I was playing football at the time.
Okay.
So I was playing football at the time.
Focus,
and I actually got hurt, and I didn't know how severe the injury was, but I remember, like, my coaches forced me to go get it checked out, and then I remember I found out that I fractured my hip. And of course, the injury stole the career. Yeah. But at the time, it really felt like the injury really like had stole my career. Like
whole life shifted.
Like my whole life did a whole 180, and I went through this period of like I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to be out and about. I didn't want to be out at parties, but I had already kind of made a name for myself as like the hype man. As like when I come in like the party, I get the party jumping. So it was like promoters and party throwers that were like, yo, we need you to, you come in? I'm like, nah. And they used to, they used to give me like, I'll give you free tickets, or I'll give you this, or I'll give you that.
That's how you know you the vibe.
You feel me? And then they were like, eventually one person was just like, oh, well, I mean, I'll pay you. And it wasn't really none, but it was like, I was like, pay.
Maybe I could do a little something.
Yeah, I was like, and I started thinking to myself, I'm like, if I'm gonna go to a party and get paid, I might as well try to get paid the most possible. Yeah. And who gets paid the most possible at a party?
Usually
DJs,
yeah.
I was already the hype man. I knew music. I was a dancing eye. You feel me? So I knew what I wanted to listen to, and what I wanted to listen to is what typically would get the party jumping. So it just made sense.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah,
that's a little origin story. Little origin story. So yeah, that's how it started.
yeah.
2018. I think it was 2018. I started like around the spring summer time is when I.
But you was also DJing out in like Denton area around that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was that was peak UNT days.
Yeah, shout out
Evo Day and all that.
Shout
the
out
beach
the
days.
big, shout out the big bro. Shout out my mentor Rocket. DJ Rocket in the mix, the chief of his village, because
oh my gosh,
that's who I watched. Like that's what put me on.
He was really a trendsetter at a certain point. Like he was the DJ to listen to come to a party for. You see his name on it, you knew, all right, bet that's where everybody's gonna be at. That's where that's gonna be the move for the night.
Time he made that apartment ceiling cave in. Yeah,
that was it.
If you know,
you know. I remember seeing that on social media. That was insane. But hey, Finito did that.
That was even what? It was what? It was Playboy Cardi.
Okay.
It was, bro.
What had a strong grip
on the Nigerian community?
Bro, nah. I remember people were telling me how somebody played like 7 or 13 times back to back
in a row
in Lubbock.
Bro,
like
that song had us in a chokehold at one point in time. That was before Cardi went and
decided to be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, but shout out old Playboy Cardi.
Nah, shout out old Playboy. Shout out
SoundCloud
Playboy Cardi.
What? Hey, them leaks? Okay.
Yeah, the leaks were crazy.
All right. Okay. All right, but going on from there, how was your college experience? Especially now you're going into it, being a DJ and kind of like developing your craft, developing your image as well.
So yeah, I essentially got my DJ start in Denton at UNT. Even though I technically didn't go to UNT, which it wasn't even something that I hid. Like all my friends knew. Like, yeah, I go to a community. I actually went to a school called Eastfield, which was in Dallas, but it was a community. So, and I knew there was no like market for DJing.
Yeah, those small DCC schools. Just,
it's like there's no
just go
market
to school,
for DJing.
Go home, maybe talk to some people, but that's about it.
Yeah, so I knew if I really wanted, and I still wanted like the college experience and whatnot. So, and I knew I was gonna be there for like 2 years or a year and a half, and I was gonna transfer. But in that year and a half, 2 years, I was in Denton. Like that's where I got my DJ start. That's where I kind of got my early college experience start. That's where like I met a lot of, the friends that I have to this day. But technically in 2020, I did transfer to Tech right before the pandemic. Reckham. I'm a Red Raider at heart.
Man.
Red Raider at heart for sure.
you had 2 months in chat.
Even though I was a Red Raider for like 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
2 weeks. And then
the world came.
Yeah, and then when that pandemic hit, I just
came to a halt.
I said, man, what's even the point for that?
Yeah.
Which
so wait, did you transfer still there or no? How'd you do it?
I kind of dropped out technically. Stay in school. Stay in school for sure. I'm even actually finishing my degree.
Yeah, that's
currently.
good.
But
I'm proud of you because you've been working, so I know.
Yeah,
it's not like you just doing whatever. You get into yours, but it's just
I'm still. But at the end of the day, I'm Nigerian.
Yeah, so you have to. It's not there's no question about it.
You already started it. Like you already started it. You might as well finish it. Like you feel me? But yeah,
I'm proud of you for that too. Yeah,
shout out.
Good.
Thank God. Thank God, seriously. But yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about how just everything was going up until quarantine. Cause, bro, I was freshman fall of 2019, so I was, and it was already getting a real hype. Everybody was like moving all over. We had that weird, so much fun in C-Stat, and it was that was crazy weekend. It was crazy weekend. That going on into like all the fall, like the fashion shows at UTSA and then everything like that.
Lie. Right before quarantine, college
life was amazing.
Yo,
life and then they had
fun.
Date auctions. They were talking about bringing back Swim Jam, everything like that. People were talking about summer and more.
Like
just for the best events to be quarantine radio.
I'm not gonna lie, life was sweet. Life was sweet.
Man.
Right before quarantine, like life, like life felt like it was worth living again. Life was sweet. Like, bro, what? College weekends were back and people were traveling all over. I was in Houston dang near every other week, chilling with the bros and DJing down in the H. Which is why I think even a lot of people think, like, I get a lot of time that people think I'm from Houston when
yeah, you spend enough time in Houston, everybody, oh, he's from, I don't like being called whatever, I'm a Dallas
Houstonian,
no,
this, Houstonian, that. No,
that's no bueno.
I'm from the Triple D. I'm from
always
Dallas, Texas.
Ain't nothing better than
that.
Ain't nothing better than Dallas.
You feel me? So, yeah, but Dallas born and bred, for real.
Hey, what side of Dallas? Is it
from Garland?
Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah. I'm about to say you from Arlington. You're not
nah,
from Dallas.
Nah. Cut that out. That ain't even Dallas for real.
Yeah. That's not Dallas for real, man. We ain't gonna talk about that.
That's not even Dallas for real. We're being honest, but yeah, I'm from Dallas, Texas. You feel me?
D-town.
The greater Garland area. The Greedy G.
That's North Dallas.
You feel me?
Guy Rack is crazy.
From Guy Rat, you feel me?
But yeah. No, it was like that though out there. So
yeah, Garland was. I'm not like Garland, low key. We had a community. Like we had.
The African community in Garland was better than any other place outside of like the Arlington, because that was they're like kind of hub of Africans right there. But then Garland,
I mean, we had the Garland Convention Center. Like the Garland Convention Center alone was.
That's where everybody usually come if they come to this side. If they're not in Denton, they're on Garland Convention Center or that one. I forgot what it's called.
There was like CNC Ballroom. The Garland Convention Center, all in the Garland. Like Garland was hype. Garland was popping, low key.
That brings back a lot of memories, but hey,
that facts though.
That was a crazy time as well, but hey, man. Yeah, going on to that, how was quarantine for you? Because I know you started building a name for yourself, and that's also when you had the mask start coming in, and you started building a brand for yourself. Yeah. So from that, like, how'd you manage during that time? Especially with all the regulations.
You know, the regulations were the regulations and whatnot, and quarantine was a very scary time.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, you know, it was very serious, very serious matter. You know, something that we've never seen before. But during the quarantine, I actually moved to LA. I was living out in LA for a little while, which was kind of like the peak of like strict quarantine rules. But I was often flying back to Texas just because, I mean, if you know, like, Texas really gave it a month.
Did it? If you want to be honest, did it even get a month?
Hey. Texas really gave it a month. Like, it was a month that everybody was, okay, mask up. Everybody was, all right, like 6 feet.
All right, let's party again.
And then
started
like,
building up, and eventually it didn't feel like it was anything for real.
There was a probate party that somebody DJ'd in Denton.
Say it louder.
There's a little event that somebody DJ'd in Denton, and I just remember like Twitter was in shambles that night. Like Twitter was in shambles that night. Oh, y'all don't care. Y'all don't this. Y'all don't that. Like
at a certain point, that was also during quarantine too. That when everybody was extra outraged over everything on social media, you couldn't breathe without someone having a hot take. So.
And I like to stay out of all them hot takes, out of all those. Listen,
hey, I got my fair
just a
share of
one-man
hot
band.
takes.
Yeah, I'm just a one-man band.
Do what you got to do, man.
I just do what I got to do, and I go home. Listen, but yeah, quarantine was, but like you said, like the mask. That's when I started, and the mask was kind of like it kind of doubled as kind of like a mask for quarantine too. Yeah. For being honest, so it was like a marketing tactic. It kind of doubled as like my COVID mask as well, and so
he was in the Shiesties before Pooh Shiesty.
Not for real. It's just really, and to be honest, like when Pooh Shiesty got the credit for that, it used to kind of irk me. Like I'm gonna keep it a bean. It used to kind of irk me because I remember months into me wearing the balaclava. Which is what it was. It's not a shiesty. It's a balaclava. It's not a ski mask. Ski masks have holes for your mouth. It was a balaclava. When Pooh Shiesty started wearing his and this, that, and the third, and all of a sudden people started referring to, like,
Shiesty,
oh, you know the guy with the Shiesty, the DJ with the Shiesty. I'm like, yo, first of all, why is he getting credit for, like,
a whole fashion,
like something that
you're a rapper?
In my head, technically, I think he kind of stole it from me. If I'm keeping it a bean, I had it on first, this, that, and the third, but it was cool, whatever, calm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you know, you know.
Yeah,
we can go back and check dates.
You had multiple flavors too, so
I had all colors of the rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
Had all colors of the rainbow. You gotta, but it did kind of get OD at one point in time. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it did kind of get OD. I remember I wore I had a mask on at graduation, at somebody's graduation at Tech, with a trench coat. I'm like, looking back on it.
Hey, at least you can acknowledge.
Yeah, looking back on it, it was kind of OD at times. I can't lie, but it did what it was supposed to do. Like I said, it wasn't like a marketing thing for me. It was more so like it was like my gimmick. Mm-hmm. That's kind of like how I looked at it. It was like my thing. Like even the people that didn't know me. Like, didn't know me personally.
It was a trademark for you, yeah.
Yeah, it was like, you knew, oh, yeah, Phenom, like, the guy with the mask. Like, oh, yeah. Oh, the DJ with the mask. Or, like, yeah, you know that. That's kind of my thing, so. But we put that long behind us.
Yeah, good hype around your name. And then going out of quarantine, I've seen you travel all over the place. Like, you said you was in L.A. at a certain point.
Yeah, I lived in L.A., like, during 2020. And then, 2021, I moved to Atlanta.
It was all over the place. My fault.
Yeah, I was just trying to get out of
like the Texas run.
Yeah, I just didn't want to. I didn't, and love to all my guys and whatnot, and all the people that I've watched come up in like the DJ game or entertainment space or event coordination and whatnot. But I remember talking to like a bunch of my guys, like my core guys at the time. I knew I didn't want to fall into like the box of like, oh, that's a Denton DJ, or that's a UNT DJ, or that's a club DJ, or he DJs at this spot, or that's a Houston, or like that's. I just didn't want to put myself in a box, in a category.
Because even before all then, before you started DJ, you wasn't just like, oh yeah, I'm just with this type of people. You was with every type of group having fun. I was where the vibes were, for real. Yeah. I was with all the vibes, for real. Like, wherever it was a good time, I was there. It didn't matter the scene, didn't matter the setting, didn't matter the type of music. I was with it all. Like, if it was a good time to be had, you was there. I was there. So, yeah. So, I knew, like, when I started DJing and when I started, like, getting a year or 2 years in, I wanted to kind of branch out and kind of, see what I could do in other spaces. So that's like when I kind of got the opportunity to move to LA. I moved to LA and tried to do what I could out there. Met somebody in LA that took me to Atlanta. And I was in Atlanta for like 2 years, playing in that space. And even during that time, traveling to other cities and just trying to see what I could, make for myself, seeing where I could network with, seeing, discovering different genres of music or what different regions listen to and whatnot. So, that's just kind of, at the time I was really like a nomad. Like all my guys, that's kind of what they used to always call me. Like, that's good too, because it gives you new light on like hustling and truly putting yourself out there. It's a risk that I see has got you some reward. Yeah, I mean, because now you're still being able to go to different cities and DJ there, and it's not like you're just some random guys. Like, you kind of have a rapport with like the people, and it's like, okay, they can trust you, because not like, oh, they just bringing up some random DJ from North. Like, or they're bringing in Phenom. So like a vibe. Nah, facts. I feel like, and I just knew it's better to do it early, because I mean, who's to say, like, if I was to have stayed in like Dallas for those like 3-4 years I was gone, like 3 years I was gone. I mean, who knows? I might have settled down. I might have got a kid. Might have got married. Who knows what would have happened? Life would have been changed. Like, life could have been drastically different. And then if that would have happened, I wouldn't have started moving around after that. Like,
you only have. Somebody once told me like you only have the freedom of your youth once. Like, bro, you're only gonna be this age and this free like
At this
once.
time,
Like,
yeah.
even tomorrow, like you'll have more responsibilities than you had the day before. Like, you'll have more things to take care of. You'll have more obligations. You're like, so if you have the opportunity today, like, make use
Yeah,
of
go
it.
for it.
I mean, take advantage of it.
Rest are meant to be taken.
No facts.
No pain, no gain, for real.
Nah, for real. And it was pain. It was pain. Like, it wasn't all, and it wasn't always easy.
No,
Right.
I can trust that. I know, yeah.
Like people don't know. Like,
Especially going to new cities constantly and just
yeah. Listen,
really getting out the mud.
yeah, like obviously, and that's kind of like why I don't even really necessarily like social media for real, like because everybody only shows their like it's everybody
The
only shows their
highlights,
highlights. Like, I'm into living real life. You feel me? Like, that's why I'm known for my breaks off of, like, it might be weeks or months at times that I just might go ghost off of socials and whatnot because I like to live real life. You feel me? In real life.
It's no better than real life. Like social media, is like a pseudo just to
Yeah.
feel something.
You feel me? And nobody really likes to show their
The lows.
You feel me? And there were
And
lows.
the lows will make people at the end of the day.
And bro, there were lows. When I say there were lows, like there were lows that people like would never have imagined. Like through just seeing my location switch on my story and this, that, and third, you might have never known like the things that I was going through or the struggles I was having or whatnot. But bro, there are lows, and as we're taught, specifically as like Nigerian men and whatnot, to really keep all these things to ourselves and whatnot. Like, it's important to know, like, bruh, lows come, like, because I remember when my lows came, and I didn't have an outlet, and I didn't really know how to deal with them or who to talk to. Like,
You feel alone,
bro, but they maketh the man, they say. I just thank God for guiding me through them because they maketh the man for real. So
before I even get to the next topic, how's through all this? I know I can see that you have a good relationship with God. How's that been over this quarantine, everything like that? Like, how'd you kind of get closer to Him?
honestly, I was. I mean, we're Nigerian. I was raised up in the church and whatnot. Little known fact, I went to boarding school, middle school, and I went to a seminary. So, I was
yeah, you was in it for real.
Yeah. So,
if
you don't know what a seminary is, it's kind of like what priests and like pastors go, like a school that they go to before, kind of raises them, kind of trains them. That would have been crazy for real. That would have been crazy for real. But I think my relationship with God has it's evolved over the years, and just like anything in life, it's had its high points and its low points. I just think that recognizing and knowing, like, through it all, like, He's never changed. Like,
That's facts.
Like, He's been the same.
Also, through your lows, I know that's been something to help pick you up too,
bro. Like, I remember, and through like the deepest and darkest of lows, like when I felt like I was
back against the wall,
like I was abandoned, like He wasn't with me, like I remember after it all, like when I finally made it through, like the hills and the valleys, like
chains off of you, everything, now you
like,
feel free.
I remember just getting down on my knees one day and really crying, like wholeheartedly, like just keeping it a band, like really crying and like letting out emotion, like just thanking God that He was able to bring me through like a time that I honestly thought I wasn't gonna make it through, like real spill. But like the good book tells us, like He's with us through it all, through our ups, through our downs.
Through the moments in your corner, He's gonna be in your corner.
Yeah, He's gonna be in your corner. Like, just keep the faith, even when you can't keep the faith, even when you feel like it's like, bro, like there's nobody there for you, but trust, there's always somebody there for you. Like, there's always.
I'm not to say it was good, but I'm glad you went through what you went through. So
Nah,
now you can
facts.
be at
Like,
this
yeah,
point.
it wasn't good. It
Yeah,
wasn't
but-
good at the time.
But it's good that you got out of it.
But it's good that I got it,
now,
and it made me who I am today. Honestly, like I was. if you knew me before,
you don't need to say too much.
If you knew me before,
you don't want to say too much. But
yeah, if you knew me before, like
God is good.
and who I am now, like God is good.
God is good.
God is good.
God is good.
Oh
But
man.
besides that, now that you've been through the things you've been through, and like you're progressing in life, how do you see from now to and beyond? Because you have different events you already have lined up. Like this weekend, you're going to Houston and doing your thing, coming in and out of the city, doing your thing, popping out, still staying true to yourself, but getting everything on your calendar checked off. How's that? And like, what do you have anything planned? If you could tell us, 'cause I know not everything is.
Yeah. Honestly, this year I feel like for me is a lot more about personal branding than it has been in the past couple years. I feel like that's really in this DJ game. That's because I'm a DJ first and foremost before anything else.
Yeah.
Like I'm an event coordinator as well, and yes, I manage whether it be talent or different events or companies or businesses and this and the third on the low, or things that people don't even know about. And yeah, I may be a gym bro, right, as well, but.
Hey, speaking of, he really don't miss a Monday.
Listen,
and we're gonna have to do something.
We're gonna get into that.
We're gonna have to do into that. Yeah.
But first and foremost, like I'm a DJ, right? So I feel like throughout the years, I might not have, if people know, right? And obviously, you see me in different spaces, but I feel like branding myself as that on socials,
truly diving into it and letting.
Yeah, I feel like this year is a lot more about that. Making sure that that's what I push before anything else, or not, neglecting that aspect.
Yeah, I like that. Even though you've seen your own success and you've been able to get through your highs and lows, you still have that hunger that you've always had. Like it's all right. What up now? Now that I accomplished this, let me see what else I can do. How far I can go with it. That's beautiful. Yeah,
it's to the moon this year. This year, like I want to take it to heights that I've never been. I want to take it to, I want to do things that I may have thought were like unfathomable at one point in time. You feel me? I want to be in spaces that, I feel like up until now, people that if you follow me, or if you know me, like there are certain things that I've done and you be like, dang, like how do you get that? But nah, I want to do things this year. It's like, nah, how do you get that? Like, and not only how did he get it, like, nah, like. Not only did he get the opportunity,
but he flourished with it.
Bro, he made the most. It was truly a phenomenal time.
DJ Phenom.
You feel me? Well, yeah. That's what
a little emo.
But that's what I feel like. That's what this year is.
No, it's gonna be that. Yeah, I can see the drive. It's not even just you; it's everybody in the community. So I know, like, it's a strong pool within everybody. It's not just
like I keep a solid group of guys around me. Like,
facts.
Shout out to all the bros. You feel me? From people that have brought me into this game. You feel me? Like the Rockets and like my dog Farmer and like my dog Ade and like all the and Uzo Justin, like the people that I really like started with and that
help you build this brand, maintain.
You feel me? Like I wouldn't like I truly wouldn't be who I am today without the bros.
That's the whole reason why it takes a village, because it
really does. And even when you've like, and even in the moments when like I'd isolated myself or I'd gone out on my own and this and the third, like the love that I got from the bros whenever I came back, whenever I randomly called or checked in after not speaking for months, it was like it cemented like you even when I didn't even think I had it in me to keep going, or like, bro, like
what you mean we have a doubt,
like I think it was a conversation I was having with like one of the like Farmer once, real close friend of mine, like the stuff that we've been through, like yeah, like we would never even be able to tell how locked that man with that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I remember like after a time period of me kind of going ghost on everybody and whatnot, and calling him and just kind of talking about the things that I went through and whatnot, and how I wasn't really in the mood to do something. And he was like, "Bro," and if you know him, charismatic, funny, like.
No,
like
Farmer won't let you have a bad time,
bro.
man.
He won't,
and he will not let you have a bad time.
He has it's a very key way that only he can
It's him
relate information to somebody.
It's like how everybody nowadays be like, yeah, he got aura. He has a certain type of aura that makes you feel welcome.
He was like, bro, like, do you hear yourself? He was like, bro, do you hear yourself? What are you talking about? I was like, bro, do you know who you are? Like, bro, if I had like if I could do the things like you could, or like, bro, the things that you've done to this point and the things that you're capable of doing, bro, you don't even know. Like, he almost sounded like
you're disappointed.
Like how dare you even say something like that?
Like, what are you doing right
crazy?
now? Yeah.
Snap back into it. Like, nah, the hunger, like, just.
Nah, I like that.
Nah, facts. Like, shout out to bros.
Farmer.
Like,
shout out Farmer.
Yeah, keep a solid group of people around you. Like, listen, not everybody's meant to be with you on the journey that you're on. This is true.
Facts.
But as long as you know you got a select few individuals that, no matter the time away, no matter what's going on between y'all, like,
you'll stay solid.
Yeah, like the love will always be there. Yeah, you're gonna be all right. For sure. So shout out the guys.
Shout out.
Let the bros.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap up this episode a little early. I really like this conversation, but yeah, we were a little pressed on time. But one thing I will say, we're gonna dive deeper into that. Be consistent every Monday because I wanna shine light on him. But we might do that in a different way rather than on the pod. I might actually just take y'all with me.
Low key, pull it to the gym,
bro. I will.
Hey.
Hey, look, and I did tell people now they can know, but I'm gonna start doing vlogs too of everything, just having fun with it. Yeah, so we're gonna pop out, have some. I already got the mics and everything, so yeah, we say it's good.
Hey, next part 2 in the lab
in the lab,
in the gym, in the therapy session, as I like to call it. You feel me? Yeah.
Hey, we don't. And I know he don't joke in that gym either. If you see him from A to B,
just a little guy, bro.
Ain't no,
just a little guy.
Ain't no game.
I'm just a little guy, bro. I'm just trying to get it.
Y'all gonna see the little guy. It's cool.
Never miss a Monday though, for sure.
Never miss a Monday, and that's also the key to being, I guess, having success over time is always being consistent. That consistency will take you further than anything else,
bro. It's really like it's a slogan. It's a lifestyle. It's really more than the gym.
Yeah,
like, bro.
Because
first day of the week is Monday.
It's that discipline. Once you get that discipline down, it comes to lifestyle. Because the lifestyle becomes who you are.
Bro, the first day of the week is Monday. Like, bro, the weekend ends on Monday. Like, Monday is the dreaded day of the, like, bro, if you can get up,
conquer
and
that
do it
day,
on Monday,
you can do it any day.
Bro, every day of the week should be a breeze.
Facts.
For real, so.
Yeah, but thank you for showing up, having this interview. I'm very grateful.
Of course.
And, I like to sign off. I'm gonna have all his social medias down below, so y'all go ahead and follow him. It's Phenom. I want you to have a phenomenal time.
Come on.
That's how that's the person you have with right here.
Listen,
like, come on now.
Be phenomenal.
Be phenomenal. All right, signing out.
Nah, for sure. Come on. Light work. Come on. Light work.